Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This tutorial is one for New Year's Eve. It's a collaboration between me and Sisiyemmie. Sisiyemmie here on YouTube. Most Nigerians know who Sisiyemmie is. She's a blogger and she also has a YouTube channel here where she makes videos just like me. And we both decided to do something for New Year's Eve. So she's going to be doing a church version and I'm going to be doing a party version. Most Nigerians tend to usher in the new year at a church service, and then some people like to go clubbing or partying as well. It all depends on the individual. So Sisi is going to be doing something for the church, people who want to go to the church, and I'll be doing something for people who want to go partying that night. If you follow me on social media, you know that I received a bunch of stuff from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's quite a lot. So I played around with a lot of their products in this video. I wanted to do something with a dark lip, and I think that this liquid lipstick that I have on kind of captures everything that I wanted for this look. This look is not difficult. If you want to see how I got it, please keep watching. I want to stay. To start off, I'm going to prime my eyes and I'm using my MAC paint in Bamboom as usual. And this is going to help my eyeshadow last all day, and it's also going to prevent it from creasing. Like I've said in previous videos, this thing prevents oil from seeping through the lids, and you know, by doing that, it just prevents the eyeshadow from creasing up because of oil production, and it's really good. I've been using it for years and I really love this. So after priming my eyes, I'm going to go in with a transition color, and this one is from my Camoufalge Makeup Art palette and it's in the shade 926, and it's a very gorgeous berry color, and it's going to act as a transition for, you know, the colors that I'm going to have on my crease and on my brow bone. So it's going to be the color in between what the two colors here and here are going to fade into. So this brush is a MAC 224 and it's perfect for doing this because it doesn't pick up that much product, and the little that it does, it distributes so well. That is the reason why I love the MAC 224. So after that, I'm going to go in with my Sigma E45 and an eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills called Forge. It's a very dark brown, gorgeous color, and I'm going to pat this into my outer corner. So I'm going to use it to deepen my crease a bit. So I'm going to concentrate here. I'm not dragging it all the way inwards. I'm going to blend it out later, but for now I'm just going to pack it on here. And this is just going to give my eyes some depth. After that, I'm going to go in with my MAC 217 and I'm using this to blend out that color, but at this time around, I'm going to drag it inwards. So I'm just dragging it inwards. Whatever I have left here, I'm taking up here, like I'm taking it upwards like this. This is going to help like kind of define the crease that I'm trying to create. It's not like inwards like this. I've showed you guys this before. I normally don't take my crease colors inwards like this. I take them upwards. And it's because like I like the way that it looks. My eyes look a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, and like the crease color doesn't close everything in because I don't have that much lid space. Okay, I'm going to highlight my brow bone area and I'm going to be using this color, and this one is called Lace. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to pat it onto my brow bone area with my Sephora Precision Shadow Brush. And this is just going to highlight this area nicely, and you know, it's not too shiny and it's not too matte as well. It's like a perfect combination of matte and shimmer. After that, I'm going back in with my Camouflage Makeup Art eyeshadow in 926 and my MAC 224, and I'm going to use this to get rid of any harsh lines. So this is that transition color that I applied earlier. And what I'm doing now is trying to make sure that the color that I have on my crease and the color that I have on my brow bone area, that they both like transition nicely into each other. So on my lid, I'm applying Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in Chiffon, and it's like a gorgeous olive toned gold. I just broke it while I was trying to pick it up for this video, so I was kind of happy that I could press it down together and everything was able to stay put. I'm going to try and fix it after I finish filming this video, but yeah, the color is gorgeous, and I'm not taking it into my tear duct. I'm going to apply it in my tear duct area, but with another type of brush. After patting this on, I'm using a big shader brush by Juvia's Place for this particular application. I'm going to take my MAC 217 dipped into a bit of black and the transition color that I used earlier, and I'm going to use this to add more depth to my outer corner. And I'm going to go back in with my transition color one last time and use this to get rid of any harsh lines, you know. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a bit of lace, and lace is a color that I use to highlight my brow bone area, and chiffon, the color that I have on my lid, mixed together. And with my Sigma E30, I'm going to pat these two colors into my inner corners. I'm not taking it into my tear duct area, but just into my corner, and this is just going to open up my eyes a tiny little bit. It's not even something that is probably going to be very obvious on camera, but you know. To line my eyes, I'm using my NYC liquid liner. This is going to dry in a minute, and this liner doesn't really dry that quickly, which is one of the reasons why I actually like it, because when liquid liners don't dry that fast, they make them a little bit easier to work with. So it's very thick and it takes its time to dry, and it's going to dry very soon and it's going to be a solid black line. But then as it's drying, I'm going to go on ahead to line my waterline, and I'm going to be using my MAC Fluidline pencil in Black Brilliance for this. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Eyeshadow in Aubergine, and the black shadow that I used earlier is in number 36 from the Camoufalge Makeup Art palette. And this is my Sephora smudge brush, and I'm smudging it all the way from my outer corner to somewhere here, so midway. I'm not taking it all the way inwards. So I'm going to go back in with chiffon and the same brush that I used earlier. This is my smudge brush by Sephora, and I'm going to use this to smudge chiffon on my lower lash line. I'm combing my lashes through a bit, and I'm using my Clinique High Length mascara. My favorite thing about this mascara is the one that it comes with. It's a bit different. It's similar to the one that the Studio Sculpt mascara by MAC comes with, and I really like it because my lashes are very curly, and this one gets in between them and kind of separates them. For my lashes, I use Bev by Lena lashes. You guys don't know how many times I've tried to film myself applying falsies, but then it never turns out well, and the reason is because my lashes are very curly, so they tend to push the lashes upwards. I literally have to hold my lashes down to place the lash and all that, but I'm going to figure out a way to film it one of these days and show you guys. And this is Bev, and I really like these lashes. This is pretty much it for the eyes. I'm going to apply mascara on my bottom lashes, but I like to do that after I've applied my under eye concealer, so I'm going to show you guys that later on. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm using Maxio Fix Fluid in NW45, and I'm applying this using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I like to alternate between two brushes when I'm applying my foundation, and it's because some parts of my face are really small. I know that that's the case for almost everyone. So I like to use my Expert Face Brush for the big parts, and for the small parts where the Expert Face Brush can't reach, I like to use my pointed foundation brush. Okay, to highlight, I'm using my Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in SX13. I haven't used this thing in ages. I've been using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer now, because that NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer is so easy to blend. It blends out nicely, like smoothly, seamless, everything. It's just one of the best things I think that I bought this year. But the only problem I have with the concealer is the fact that they don't have a very good shade range. So Amand is what I'd normally use to highlight, and it gives a very subtle highlight, and sometimes I just want my highlight to not be subtle, and that's when I use my Kevin Aucoin. I'm going to get my beauty blender damp. I'm going to use my MAC Fix Plus for this. You can use water, you can use anything really, not anything, you can't use anything that has oil in it, but you can use water. If you have water, you don't need to get Fix Plus just to get your, you know, thing damp. If you're one of those people that have like very tiny creases under their eyes like me, I'd recommend that you set this concealer immediately after blending it out, because it is going to crease. It's not one of those things that don't crease, it's going to crease. So before going on ahead to blend out the other eye, I'm going to use my beauty blender to just like set the immediate under eye area, especially where I have those tiny creases. After that, I'm going to dust off the excess powder that I have underneath my eyes, because I think that everything has set pretty well by now. So I'm also going to set, you know, every other place that I have my concealer. I'm going to be using a large shader brush, and this one is by Sigma. It's the E60. You can use any type of large eyeshadow brush that you have for this step, but just make sure that you set where you have the line and not any other place around that line, so that, you know, the nose is still defined. I don't contour my nose, and by setting it with this shader brush, you know, I still have that very defined line that I want, but, you know, the application is a bit more precise. I'm going to apply my mascara now, and I'm using my MAC Studio Sculpt mascara in black. I'm going to quickly contour my face, and I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour powder in Espresso, and I'm doing this with my Sephora contour brush. To add some color to my cheeks, I'll be using Casabella blush in Merlot. Casabella is a Nigerian brand, so I don't really know where you can get their products outside Nigeria. I'll be applying this blush using my Real Techniques blush brush. To highlight my cheekbones, I'll be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Illuminator, and this one is in Riviera. I don't know how to pronounce this thing. I'm also going to dust a little bit on my Cupid's bow. This brush smells like goat. For my lip color for this look, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Sad Girl. I'm not going to be lining my lips. This lipstick is really dark, so I don't think I need to line my lips. So that's it for this tutorial. I don't think it was difficult, like I said in the beginning. Don't forget to check out Sisiemmie's video. I'm going to leave it linked down in the description box. Thumbs this video up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. You guys should have an amazing New Year's and enjoy yourselves, and please be safe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys.